And the red corner, it's Wichannoi, Kiatkamthorn. He's 18 years of age, started fighting when he was 10, 5 feet 2.5 inches tall. He's had 25 professional fights for 11 losses only and 2 draws. And fighting out the blue corner, it's Sakpreecha, Sor.Suksamran. 19 years of age, he started fighting when he was 12, 5 feet 2 inches tall. He's had 29 professional fights for 7 losses and 2 draws. There's the sounds of the Ramue, and getting onto his feet now is Sakpreecha. Sakpreecha has a very similar fight record as does Wichannoi in the red there, onto his knees, going through the Wakru Ramue ceremony. And there in full flight in the blue is Sakpreecha, who's just completed his Ramue, his pre-fight ritual. Now there's no specific time for how long the Ramue should take. It's up to the individual discretion of the fight. As you can see here that Wichannoi wearing his Mon crown, resplendent, there he is as he goes in with his dance. The green Mon crowning his head as he completes his Ramue. So that's Wichannoi in the red corner, and in the red Mon there is Sakpreecha. Both fighters, there's Wichannoi getting final instructions, having his Mon crown removed, and along with the garlands. That is the regalia of the Thai fighters. Often you wearing the garlands in for the preliminary Ramue, Wakru, but they have them removed as they do their Mongkong when the fight starts, as it is now in round 1. A couple of hefty blows there too. Solid punch by Sakpreecha in the blue, responding to some heavy roundhouse kicking by Wichannoi in the red corner. Goes Sakpreecha with the punches and then takes a couple of solid kicks there. That's a roundhouse kick there being inflicted by Wichannoi in the red corner. Centre ring now. Will the fighters get in and start to grapple, or will they stay back in this long range where the roundhouse kick is the preferred weapon? We'll wait and see. Flash kicks there and being blocked on the shins by both fighters there. The shin of Muay Thai is used as a defensive weapon, and you saw there the knee come in by Sakpreecha. Sakpreecha trying to get in close with his knee, and that brought a fairly terse response by Wichannoi in the red as he went on the immediate attack when the knee was brought up there in the first aggressive knee attack there by Sakpreecha. There's the knee going in by Wichannoi now, so expect this fight to get into grappling quarters, if not in this round, certainly the next or the one after. There's a good knee again by Sakpreecha. That also brought another stern response there by Wichannoi in the red corner. Wichannoi in the red, Sakpreecha in the blue. Scheduled for 5 rounds, Muay Thai action. There's a good solid roundhouse kick, and there's the response by Wichannoi in the red corner. Hear that smack as those shin hits the body. The shin is like a baseball bat coming in, clubbing hard when it connects. And there's a push kick there by Sakpreecha. He didn't score with his roundhouse, but he got his push kick in. Now we'll see what happens as the fight now moves in towards the latter stages of round 1. Fairly even at this stage. Neither fighter been able to take the ascendancy, and expect this one to shape into a very tight contest as we go out of the first round. As you can see there, the leg grab by Wichannoi, plough technique, classic, and down went Sakpreecha. There's a good solid roundhouse kick there by Wichannoi. That one came thundering in onto the shoulder of Sakpreecha. Uppercut, roundhouse by Wichannoi, and there's the response of a hard kick by Sakpreecha to that attacking drive by Wichannoi, as Wichannoi puts the push kick in to keep Sakpreecha at bay here. Seconds remaining in this first round. Sakpreecha in the blue corner, got his knees working in the early stages, but Wichannoi came back very strongly. There's a magnificent head-eye kick there by Wichannoi, clipped onto Sakpreecha's jaw as it came through. Had a little bit more precision and power, it could well have resulted in a knockdown. But as we go now into round 2, as Sakpreecha in the blue, taking a bit of solid teep pushing to his body there by Wichannoi. Wichannoi staying back, then comes in with a leg kick, raises up his knees. Now the grapple takes place. Expected this to happen as both fighters were showing a preference for the knee attacks, and the only way to really get in kneeing in very effectively is by placing on the grapple so the knees can then be used in attacking drives. In the grapple again, hard knee by Sakpreecha. Wichannoi puts the grapple on himself. See the way he grabs around the waist there of Sakpreecha, and that was an effective grappling technique there by Wichannoi. Look at it again as they come into close quarters. Expect the grapple to go on again if they get the opportunity. There's the grapple by Wichannoi, and there's the attack response by Sakpreecha, forcing Wichannoi back onto the canvas. So Sakpreecha letting Wichannoi know that if he gets into grappling, he's going to have a hard tussle. So Wichannoi favours the leg attacks, kicks, as he tries to swing Sakpreecha around. Sakpreecha stalking in onto Wichannoi. There's low leg kicks by Wichannoi, then he goes high towards the shoulder. Sakpreecha comes back with a roundhouse kick himself. Very even contest. Push kick by Sakpreecha. Sakpreecha starting to get his momentum now. He's starting to stalk in onto Wichannoi. There's Sakpreecha moving down, dancing around. Get the impression that Sakpreecha is starting to settle down as this fight goes on. And there's his response to the Wichannoi attacks, and there's the strength of Sakpreecha as he wrestles with Wichannoi around into grappling mode now. Good knee attack by Sakpreecha as he puts the bear hug onto Wichannoi. Wichannoi been forced on the ropes and pushes back, and there's the swing around by Sakpreecha. So Sakpreecha a little stronger in the grapple on that occasion. Referee pushing back Sakpreecha as Wichannoi fell onto the canvas. And there's the referee looking closely at the performance of Wichannoi, and Sakpreecha wanting them to get on with it as Wichannoi comes in onto Sakpreecha. Sakpreecha then raises up his knees in an attacking mode and then defends on his shins against the roundhouse kicks. Wild kicks and punch is by Sakpreecha to force Wichannoi on the defensive. Wichannoi comes in again, and Sakpreecha standing there at the centre of the ring, end of round 2. Let's pick up some of the action here. There's some of the slow motion. There it is. There's the attacking move by Sakpreecha. Got in 2 shots there, and particularly finished off very nicely there with the roundhouse kick, and then defends with his push kick against Wichannoi, who tries to get in on close to him. Round 3 scheduled for 5. Into the centre of the mid-region of this fight now, middle way through, and it's Wichannoi using the push kicks, trying to get in close onto Sakpreecha. Sakpreecha applies the grapple, and again too strong in close quarters, forcing Wichannoi down onto the canvas. Well, that's not the tactics of Wichannoi needs to adopt, really. This every time he gets into the grapple, Sakpreecha looks a little too strong for him, so maybe Wichannoi should stand back, but obviously he's been given advice to get into the grapple. He applies the grappling manoeuvre, and a very messy performance there as both fighters fall onto the canvas. Wichannoi intent on going for the grapple. Sakpreecha will no doubt oblige him as he puts the grapple on himself. Knee attack by Wichannoi. There goes Wichannoi again, good knee attacks and turning Sakpreecha around, but look at the strength of Sakpreecha. Hangs on there grimly as Wichannoi powers in with his knees. Good knee attack by Wichannoi. Wichannoi putting the headlock this time onto Sakpreecha. See what happens now with these tactics by Wichannoi into continual grappling, and that doesn't seem to me the way to go, because Sakpreecha looks quite strong, and you can see there Sakpreecha was able to swing that attacking move around by Wichannoi. Just when Wichannoi looked like he was starting to power on the grapple, Sakpreecha was able to land him down, and then you see Wichannoi bouncing back with hard roundhouse kicks, and that's what he should do more of. He should ignore the temptation to go grappling with Sakpreecha and start to use his long-range dueling weapons of the roundhouse kicks. Seeing now powering on the Sakpreecha. Sakpreecha being forced into the corner. Wichannoi seems to have a lot of strength. He really is finishing this round off very strongly and causing Sakpreecha a certain amount of problems there as Sakpreecha goes down and takes 2 solid knees to the head. So Sakpreecha a little bit of problems here against Wichannoi. Wichanoi's keeping to his game plan of grappling when he gets the opportunity, and that's forcing Sakpreecha back into the negative mode. Sakpreecha stands back. Now goes grappling, in goes Wichannoi. Wichannoi applying pressure, forcing Sakpreecha into the corner, and certainly has been a good round now for Wichannoi. Wichannoi started the round slowly, but he certainly is filling the vacuum there that he may have left with a little, in terms of the strength of the grapple, where Sakpreecha was dominating. But he really has been able to fill that vacuum up now with some solid attacking moves, and is causing Sakpreecha some problems as with his bell sounds to end round 3. Look at the grapple here. There's the strength of Sakpreecha as he hurls Wichannoi onto the canvas. Round 4, 2 more rounds remaining. The 4th round, often known in Muay Thai as the winning round. The reason being that this is the 4th round where usually one fighter tends to dominate, and that sets up the 5th round and impresses the judges into which way they should call this fight. But let's see what happens here in round 4. It's Wichannoi on the attack, forcing Sakpreecha back on the ropes. Now Sakpreecha turns the tables around on Wichannoi, and the fighters now go back into the centre of the ring. Let's see fancy work there by Sakpreecha. Get away from Wichannoi. Wichannoi still stalking. Good teeth push kick, right flush on the jaw there by Wichannoi. Sakpreecha standing back. Neither fighter's been able to really get a solid game in this fight. Both fighters been a very scrappy, even contest. Now there goes the roundhouse kick exchanges, equal scores there. Now Wichannoi stalking in. Goes for the legs, leg attacks, but he takes a solid response there from Sakpreecha, who gets his shot into the body. Sakpreecha being stalked on by Wichannoi. Wichannoi swings with the leg kicks, but finds that Sakpreecha's too strong, and then Sakpreecha dances back to get out of the danger zone. Good work by Sakpreecha in the blue. Wichannoi stalking again. Solid punch by Wichannoi. Sakpreecha has been forced back onto the ropes, but he comes back kneeing hard. But there's the strength now of Wichannoi. He's going to follow up that solid blow and forces Sakpreecha into the corner. Wichannoi attacking hard, putting Sakpreecha under a lot of pressure at the moment. Sakpreecha stands back. Wichannoi comes in. Dances out of trouble, does Sakpreecha. Finally, Wichannoi comes in and puts on the grapple. There's the knees by Sakpreecha. Again, very even contest here. Wichannoi comes barreling himself, but Sakpreecha is able to hold off. Has nevertheless been quite an effective round by Wichannoi. I'd have him slightly ahead on points, but not by much. Wichannoi in the red, taking up the attack onto Sakpreecha in the blue. Good knee attack there by Sakpreecha, and Sakpreecha really getting his knees accurate now as he powers in onto Wichannoi. Wichannoi in a bit of trouble. He tries to put the elbow down onto Sakpreecha, but look at the terrier Sakpreecha as he pushes Wichannoi from one corner to the other. End of round 4. Well, Wichannoi started the round well, but he faded as Sakpreecha really did power back there in those final seconds of the round. Look at it here now with Sakpreecha. Puts the good knee into the midriff region. Wichannoi comes back at him. There's the knees again by Sakpreecha. Sakpreecha using his strength there to hold Wichannoi back. So as we go into round 5, very little separating this one. It's going to go right to the line. Let's see who's going to win this fight, because it's even Stevens as we go into round 5. Wichannoi on the attack. Sakpreecha, again precise with his attacking moves, now blocking on the shin against the attacks by Wichannoi. Wichannoi, realising that he needs to attack and score, comes in hard onto Sakpreecha, but again Sakpreecha defending well by raising his shin as a shield and taking all the power from those roundhouse kicks of Wichannoi right onto the hardest bone on his body, and that's the shin. Wichannoi comes in, flashing the roundhouse kick, not much power in it though. Sakpreecha stands in the centre of the ring. He's looking confident. I think he thinks that he may have this fight under his control. Wichannoi though will be in trouble as he fires his kick out, which is grabbed by Sakpreecha, then Sakpreecha ploughs him into the ground, and that scored him points, and that probably put him ahead. So Sakpreecha with that ploughing technique, with a slight points advantage. Wichannoi now trying to get that one back. Wichannoi attacking. Sakpreecha, cool, calm and collected. Excellent. Oh, a good knee attack too by Sakpreecha. That scored well for him too. So ploughing and that knee attack may have been enough for him to edge slightly ahead in this contest. Now a bit of desperation by Wichannoi, realising this fight could be slipping away from him. There goes Sakpreecha like a terrier with his knees in the grapple. There they are, equal strength being applied there, and finally the referee breaks, not satisfied, enough work's been done in the grapple. Into the last half of the final round, Sakpreecha has done some good scoring in this round, maybe enough to put him slightly in front, but certainly not enough for him to go cruising. Now we can see Wichannoi trying to turn up the heat here in the closing stages, but takes a solid punch by Sakpreecha. Now Wichannoi comes back at him. Sakpreecha looking confident now as he moves around the ring. Wichannoi realising that time's running out, trying to land that one large hard punch to possibly knock Sakpreecha down and therefore give him the chance to get on top of the points department. But really, I think the time is running out for Wichannoi now. He looks like he's given his best shot and he's got nothing more to deliver, while Sakpreecha's quite happy to defend his points advantage and he's staying back. So Sakpreecha playing the cards right now. I believe that he is slightly ahead on points, not by much, but enough for him to cruise through these final seconds of the round to keep away from the danger zone and protect his points. There it is, end of the round. I think you'll find that Sakpreecha in the blue is the winner. There's that solid punch by Sakpreecha, really stopped Wichannoi in his tracks. Even though Wichannoi kept on going, he did take a couple of solid blows from Sakpreecha, but it was Sakpreecha's strength in the grapples that really impressed me. Very strong in the grappling department, and I'm sure that would have impressed the judges as well. Here's the result, the winner on points, Sakpreecha in the blue. Fine last